Blah, blah, blah. It is me, PP Slayer _VT. How are you doing? Hello.
Must bounce on it.
You must bounce on it. Oh, that's exactly. Oh my god, that's spot on. Boom. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? We're watching MoreParz, Australian wildlife shorts. I don't think this one's about the snake. I think this is about a bird. Let's go.
A lot of people are scared of snakes.
Yeah,
but have you
I've
ever
heard.
wondered what snakes are scared of? The answer...
Dude, the thing is, I'm not scared of snakes. I'm scared of the possibility that they could kill me. You know what I mean? It's like, if I had snake-o vision and I knew what snake was what, I would have zero fear. Same with spiders. Like, for me, it's just that I don't like that there is a 1% chance that I could die. You know? But otherwise, I think they're kind of cute.
Is this fucking bird? Introducing the secretary bird, native to the continent.
It's the cunty bird. Oh, fuck, crazy. You're gonna have to mute that. You're gonna have to censor that. YouTube hates that word. And this is like the first 5 minutes of the video. You're gonna have to mute that. But it's the... sleigh bird. It's the sleigh bird.
Of Africa, and a prime example that being a hater pays off. Coming in at 1.3 meters tall and 4.27 kilos in weight, this lanky turkey has been purpose-built.
The sleigh bird. Look at it. It slays.
Nay, expertly fucking engineered by the gods themselves with the sole purpose of violating the ever-loving out of any garden hose that so much as looks at it the wrong way.
Oh my god.
You see, these bad boys are birds of prey, but unlike their cousins in the same category, they are primarily terrestrial, which means they
Do they
spend
have pants? They actually have
most
pants.
of their time on the ground. This is because their preference for diet is sentient slithering sausages. However, with this thing being endemic to Africa, their preferred meal also just happens to include some of the deadliest predators on the fucking planet.
That image was perfect for that moment.
Does this stop the secretary bird? No, mate. Despite having no natural venom resistance, these absolute fucking gigachads will eat cobras, boom slangs.
Dude, do they know how to defuse the bomb, so to speak? Like, do you think they know, like, where the glands are and to eat around it?
And black mambas without breaking a sweat. But how do they hunt these things without getting bitten? Simple. They just kick the out of them.
I drank water wrong. Someone once said, "Oh, I hope you're gonna drink water down the wrong hole." Well, it happened, man. I did. Wrong hole, man. Wrong pipe. Wrong pipe. Oh. Okay. Hey!
You see, those long-ass legs aren't just for show, as a secretary bird is capable of accurately curb stomping a snake's head into the ground with a force equal to 5 times their fucking body weight.
Yo!
So when a secretary bird fancies a bite to eat, they start out by stomping the ground around dense vegetation. This causes snakes in the area to poke their heads out of their houses to see what the f is going on. The snake then looks up in horror as the secretary bird locks onto
It's
him,
over.
sprints over at Mach 9, and then... A lot of people
Going
are scared.
crazy.
This bird is a vampire.
Oh! Wait, do you know who else is a vampire? Oh! Do you know who else is a vampire? Me!
Introducing the vampire ground finch, native to the Galapagos Islands, and a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling.
Wait.
Now you see, at first glance, this is
This would be my child if I impregnated Teru. It would be a child of me and Teru, guys. You'll be a Yuri preg child.
The most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming in at a measly 12 centimeters.
Yeah,
and
she
a
took that from her mother, man. She took that from her mother.
mere 20 grams in weight.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking a feather pattern I can best describe as a Minecraft dirt block, and as it turns out, the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even f***ing sparkle.
Aww.
Killer, Bill.
So if it's missing fangs,
Let's go.
angst, a cape, and the funny accent,
You
I have the funny accent. Yo, Aranara, thank you for the prime. Ble, ble, ble. It is me, PP Slayer _VT. How are you doing? Hello.
must bounce on it.
You must bounce on it. Oh, fuck, that's exactly. Oh my god, that's spot on.
how does it qualify as a vampire? Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood. You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while the vampire finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on two of the...
It's average. It's, I would say it's above average even. It's perfectly sizable.
Galapagos Islands, and small islands means a far smaller amount of that food to go around, to the point where these finches can't rely on it as their sole source, which for a bird usually isn't a problem, because, you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just off and fly somewhere. However, as the name suggests, the vampire ground finch can't fly for shit.
Ooh.
So, how do they get their food? They suck it out of someone that can. This, don't laugh, is the Nazca booby. Hey, stop.
Oh, of course. Carry on, sir.
Giggling back there. Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies... stop giggling. Come to roost, the
When the boobies come to roost, huh?
vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers.
Ooh.
Once the blood is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches sucking from the same boobie.
You know what? I'm a vampire and I too love to suck from movies.
This spider hunts with...
Guys, the warning was short, but close your eyes, close your eyes! Close your eyes if you don't like the spiders, okay? Dude. Honestly, this whole video might have a lot of this, okay? So, yeah. Too late it haunts me now. I mean, it's pretty camouflaged, you know? I didn't even spot it, you know? Okay, guys. I'm gonna play now, but, you know.
With jump scares. But how?
Hey.
Introducing the Trapdoor spider, a family of arachnid containing hundreds of species found in every continent on the globe. Meaning, yes, for once, this bad boy could be in your backyard and you'd never know.
I don't want them.
Now, trapdoor spiders are particularly interesting compared to other spiders due to their hunting method. You see, normal spiders tend to spend several hours spinning up some elaborate art piece for a fly to clothesline itself on. And tarantulas just jump.
Dad, after recent events, I can never view the sport of hockey the same way. If you know, you know.
But trapdoor spiders, yeah, they hunt with a door. Very early on in life, trapdoor spiders dig themselves a hole.
Dude, they're like Minecraft. They Minecraft.
This silk-lined burrow
Trapdoor.
will then serve as its home
Minecraft.
for basically its entire 20-year lifespan. Hell, they basically never leave the thing,
Minecraft.
like some neckbeard living in his mum's basement. But they've still got to eat, and since DoorDash does not deliver to spiders, this burrow doubles as their method for catching food. You see, they use their silk to craft a trapdoor over the burrow entrance.
Minecraft. You see, Minecraft. They make a Minecraft trapdoor.
Then, using their fantastic arts and craft skills, they just bolt a bunch of random shit to their front door so it blends in perfectly with the floor. After finishing their construction project, they will spin up a bunch of basically invisible strands of web on the floor in the surrounding area that act as tripwires, feeding information back to their neck
Damn, that's crazy. They're smart.
nest whenever something steps on it. And when some unfortunate insect steps a little too close,
Money, money, money.
this
Yo.
spider hunts with
Yo.
this is the
Okay, another arachnophobia warning. 2 in a row, guys. 2 in a row. Sophie, stop looking. Stop looking.
world's biggest spider.
He's so fat.
But
Not the
why
fat shame, but...
is it that big? Introducing Theraphossa blondie, a tarantula surprisingly not native to Australia for once. It's found
Oh.
on the other tyrannid hive continent, South America. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Yeah, this thing is fucking huge.
It's like a whole... Oh my god. Sitting next to the arm is insane. Oh my god. That's a pet. That's like a dog. That's a dog. I saw a dog smaller than this.
Coming in at a frightening 175 grams in weight and 12
They're so big that they have flies going around them like they do like cows.
inches in leg span.
12 inches. What's huge? It's so huge.
And those legs are not the only place it's packing inches, because Shelob's cousin here is packing fangs that measure a huge inch in length.
Yo.
For scale, that is like a 6-foot human packing canines the length of a fucking ruler. But the important question, why the fuck is it so big? And the answer is
I was just born like this. I was just born like this. You don't have to wonder.
that I have withheld information from you. You see, I introduced this girl by a Latin name. She's much better known as the Goliath bird eater tarantula.
Oh my god.
That's right, this EDF-sized
eats
spider,
birds?
not unlike me, would fucking kill for some KFC.
Oh.
Literally. These bile titans will quite happily hunt birds, Remy, frogs, and even
Lizard.
and they do all of this without a fucking web. Yeah, Goliaths are a pure melee build, hunting by prowling the jungle floor, sensing for movement with incredibly sensitive hairs on their legs. These hairs
Dude, nature is beautifully crazy, man. Beautifully crazy.
pick up vibrations in the air, which tell them when something is close. And once their spidey sense tells them that Remy's in range,
Damn, the spiders can tell when it's close. Well, better than you guys. You guys can never tell when I'm close.
they fucking jump him, biting him with those daggers they call fangs, and injecting him with fucking neurotoxin.
Oh, it has venom. I was gonna want one, but it has venom, so I don't want it anymore. Ooh, you lost me. Shark Tank, I'm out. I'm out, sharks. You know, I was gonna want one. But they have venom. Fuck.
Can I go 1 week without covering neurotoxin? Of course this thing has it too. You know, I give up. I give up.
What if I become
They
immune to
then
it?
drag their prey back to their burrow and spit up acidic digestive juices in order to suck their prey up through a fucking straw.
Yo!
Australia just found a new record-breaking insect. But
Oh.
before I show him to you, how the fuck do we keep finding new bugs? You see, Australia is home to an estimated 200 1,000 species of insect, which is pretty damn impressive, especially when you consider the only place you're going to find more bugs than that is by counting the fucking roach population in Asmongold's walls. Now, the scary part of this is that out of that 200k, we've only actually identified 62,000.
Whoa.
Meaning that we have no idea
Not even
what
half.
nearly 3/4 of the bugs in the country actually fucking do.
You like jazz?
And so it should come as no surprise that while exploring Australia's dense rainforests, 2 scientists discovered a new record holder for the largest insect in the land down under, and it's a fucking stick bug.
Yo!
Introducing Acrophila.
Yo! That's a big stick bug! Yo, that's a pet! That's a pet. You know, I want that one. That's better than a spider. That's a pet. That's a whole ass pet.
Alta, and coming in at a full 40 centimeters and
150
44
inches.
grams in weight. I don't think that qualifies as a stick insect anymore. That's fucking Groot. Australia's very own Erd tree avatar was discovered in Queensland. Because of course it fucking was. And despite being enough inches in length to make any man jealous, it's actually completely harmless. However,
Yeah, I mean, you know, okay, another arachnophobia over. Again, you probably shouldn't be watching this if you haven't. There's a lot of spiders in Australia.
given how many oversized bugs we already have, if we find any more, I think they're gonna send the fucking helldivers.
Dude.
Australia
They should.
doesn't just have snakes and spiders. It has a tiger. Well, God.
That's a wolf with stripes on it.
Introducing the thylacine.
That's a dog that someone painted. That's someone painted. Thylacine? That sounds like a drug.
Better known as the Tassie tiger. As the name suggests, native to my home state of Tasmania. This tiny little island off Australia's south coast. No, that is not New Zealand. They have hobbits, not tigers. Oh, tiger isn't entirely correct. You see, the thylacine isn't a cat on steroids. You see, this bad boy is the largest carnivorous marsupial on the planet.
It's a marsupial, so it's like a kangaroo.
Despite the kangaroo coming in at 7 foot tall and throwing kicks like Chun-Li, they are herbivores, and everything else with a pouch that eats meat is about the size of a chihuahua, making this 1.3 meter, 20 kilo kangaroo dog with a tiger persona the only marsupial apex.
Dude, like, some of these animals feel made up. You know, like, I get it. Cat, dog, spider. Yeah, I understand. Bugs. Okay, there's many bugs. But then they pull up with, like, narwhal, kangaroo, whatever they is, and I just believe... I start believing it's not real. Kangaroos are also marsupials. What do you think marsupial means? What do you think the marsup is? The marsup is the pouch. That's the marsup. The marsup is the pouch. Of course, kangaroos are marsupials. It's the pouch. That's what the marsup is. That's why it's marsupial. Kangaroo is the marsupial. It's the pouch. What the? It's crazy.
Predator. See, these things were ambush hunters, using stealth and speed to silently take down their prey like they're playing Assassin's Creed. On top of being a fully qualified Spec
Dude,
Ops agent,
that's not real.
these things had a mouth on them to rival Kirby. Capable of opening their jaw a full 80 fucking degrees.
I'm not impressed. I can open my eyes. Not impressed. It's like, it's whatever thing. Not impressed. It's like, well,
Which is absolutely terrifying and really cool. There's just one small problem. You may have picked up on me talking mostly in the past tense, and that all of this footage is in black and white.
Oh no.
That's because we don't have a tiger. We had one. Unfortunately, the thylacine was driven to extinction in the...
Wait, so when I said it's not real, I was right? Wait, so when I said this thing is not real, I was right.
late 1980s. By what exactly? The British.
Of
You
course.
see, when the Brits,
Of course.
did their thing and decided Tasmania was their house now, actually, they brought with them livestock, namely sheep and cattle, which was a fucking blessing to the Tassie tiger, which rapidly added these walking meatballs with the survival instincts of a wet sock to their meal plan.
It's free real estate.
The colonists did not take kindly to the thylacine taking their livestock without a license in it, so they placed bounties on their heads. Never mind that these things never attacked humans and very rarely took their livestock. No, they were an inconvenience. And so,
Goddamn
they
British.
were hunted down. One by one by one. For 70 fucking years. Until September 7th, 1936. When the last thylacine, Benjamin, died cold and alone in a cage at the Hobart Zoo. Usually I'd end these with a joke, but the fact that we wiped his entire bloodline and turned him into a fucking rug isn't that funny.
Bro, the fact that extinction is real is kind of crazy to me. Like, you can just make all the species disappear. Dude, I feel like we don't talk about it enough. What the hell? We should talk about it more.
Australia has a straight up Pokemon. Introducing the brushtail possum. More specifically, the golden brushtail possum. Native to the land down.
It's me. You cannot say something is golden without me referencing Golden Freddy. I'm sorry. Moving on. I'm sorry. And
one of the rare examples of an Australian animal that isn't expressly designed to DoorDash you straight to heaven.
Yeah.
You see, the brushtail is one of a grand total of 23 species of Australian possum, which, despite the name, share absolutely no relation to the red-blooded American opossum. These adorable little marsupials come in all shapes and sizes, from the ringtail possum to the sugar glider, and to our protagonist here, the golden brushtail, which is really just a common brushtail possum with a rare genetic mutation called leucism that causes them
It's a shiny.
lose the pigment in their skin. So basically, it's a fucking shiny Pokemon. Coming in at around 4.5 kilos and 40 centimeters in length, these tree-dwelling marsupials are nocturnal and primarily herbivores, mainly consisting on a diet of leaves and fruit. And for added cute points, as marsupials, yes, they carry around their babies in a little pouch.
Yeah, because that's what a marsup is. Everybody knows this, right, guys? We all know that marsupial means it has a marsup and it carries people, right? We all know this. Wink, chat. Winks at you. Doesn't even wink. There is no way some people in the chat don't know that. Of course.
That's like their roided out cousin, the kangaroo. However, come on, the thing is from Australia, you didn't really think these bad boys would be squeaky clean, did ya? You see, they aren't entirely herbivores. Sure, they love a good salad. They will also quite happily raid a bird's nest and turn Tweety's kids into a 3-egg omelette. Roadkill?
Oh, come on. Eggs, they're vegetarian, you know? Eggs are fine.
Sounds like a fine steak dinner to me. And just because it's not a venomous predator...
Oh, it meant the birds. Oh, it meant the birds. It's very so meant the birds.
doesn't mean it can't take your fucking finger off. And the cherry on top, Aussie Pikachu here doesn't go Pika Pika. No, you see, Down Under doesn't have Pokemon trainers, because when you step into the tall grass out here, you hear this absolute fucking demon. Australia has a...
Whoa. I think I'm gonna be here for these, but these are always fun. That's crazy. I can't understand it, man. You don't seem to understand.